back for another video. My name is Josh Kasich, and today this is my Luke Cage Season 2 review. So, I don't know. I think Luke Cage is alright. I definitely don't think it's a show that pertains to me necessarily. It's not a superhero thing, technically. It's really a lot of political stuff and gangster type things that going on, and drugs and stuff like that. It's not a show that's really appealing to me. I think overall, action wise, I really like the action, and story wise is really good. I did like the story, but like I said, it doesn't really attain to me necessarily. And the characters were definitely interesting. We see what's her name? Misty Knight get her robotic arm from the comic books because her arm was cut off in the Defenders series. And what else? We see kind of, we kind of see Luke Cage kind of try to help, but things aren't going his way. And trying to track down Mariah, and the way he's doing it, things at first were okay, but as the series kind of got on, he just kind of lost it. And I think a lot of times it had to do with anger. His anger started to increase a lot throughout the series. He had to deal with Mariah doing some bad things, while Mariah was kind of being trying to attack by this guy called Bushmaster, who takes this special stuff that makes him really strong, but kind of messes with his head. And essentially, he kind of takes everything from Mariah, because Mariah is trying to give back to the Harlem, and so she kind of loses it too. And so basically, she started murdering people. She went to the Pacific that related to Bushmaster. Basically, she went to this diner, or basically beforehand captured, I think, the uncle of Bushmaster, captured him, and then they went to the diner that he owns with his wife, and she basically kills everyone there, and then makes the uncle see it all, and then lights him on fire, and basically he wasn't dying fast enough, so she shot him. There was one person that did survive, though. The uncle's wife did survive. But yeah, it was pretty brutal, I have to say. But basically, we've also found out that basically, she goes by, her original name was Stokes, and her family is, basically has been messed up for, so long, it's kind of crazy. Basically, she's been lying to her daughter that's saying her father was a doctor named, I forgot his first name, but his last name was Dillard, and so they were going by Dillard. But she's actually, Mariah got raped by her uncle, and so that produced her daughter. And so she was kind of trying to be nice to his daughter, but near the end of all this, she was kind of mean to her daughter because of she kind of lost it, and well, Mariah ended up being killed by her own daughter. It's kind of a Poison Ivy action, or at least from that old movie where basically Poison Ivy had like poison stuff that's gloss or something on her lips or something, so when she kissed someone, that poison enters the person's body and died. So basically her daughter put something on her lips, like poisonous, kissed her on the lips, which was kind of weird. And then she ends up, while talking to Luke Cage, she dies. And then, which was kind of really weird. And also, her boyfriend type, I think Shades, turns on her because, with that diner thing that kind of broke the rules of the gang rules or something like that. I have no idea what that is, like, whatever. And something like that. And so basically she went to she was put into prison. She was put into prison because of that, and that's where her daughter kissed her and she died while talking to Luke Cage. And so her will, I forgot what she gave to her daughter, but she basically gave the Harlem's Paradise, which is kind of a place where she ran like all the bad things she did there, to Luke Cage. And this is kind of at the point where Luke Cage is kind of going on a bad path, and he accepts the Harlem Paradise because he's like, well, I need to protect this thing, and the only way I can see everything is from here and stuff, and run everything. And so that's kind of where it leaves off and this show is also canceled. So overall, I think it's an okay. It didn't really appeal to me. I think the story was good, and so I'm not going to. And I think that the characters were interesting and the action was good. It just didn't essentially appeal to me, and that's kind of how I feel. It's not necessarily superhero-esque. One part I did like, though, they kind of had a little bit of Heroes for Hire between Danny Rand. Danny Rand, aka Iron Fist, did make a cameo in this season, and it was kind of interesting to see that dynamic. Too bad there's not going to be a show for that, but the Heroes for Hire, that would have been interesting to see. But yeah, like I said, overall, I think that was definitely like interesting to see. But like I said, this season, I'm not. It's just okay to me. If it appealed to me more, I would definitely like it more. I'm not. That's really the reason why I say it's okay for me is just because it didn't really appeal to me. But overall, like I said, had a good story, had interesting, and so I do recommend seeing it if you are a Marvel fan. And that's my honest opinion, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified from the next upload. My YouTube channel website link is down in the description as always, and thank you. Goodbye.